Thank you so much for one like. Hello, welcome to the house. Hello. Good night, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to this house. So, who do we have here? Oh, Mr. Sexton, welcome to Lina KE house. How are you doing? How was your day? Welcome, Mr. Sexton, to the house. How are you, Mr. Sexton? Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Welcome to Lina KE channel and welcome to my live stream. Oh my God, there is a lot of music in the background. How are you, Mr. Sexton? Okay. I'm doing great, my friend. So, Mr. Sexton, I'm also doing well. I'm glad and I'm so happy to see you in the house. Thank you so much and welcome. There is some music in the background, so I'm just playing to it. How do you do, Mr. Sexton? How was your day? How was your day, Mr. Sexton? How is your day? Actually, yes, looking excited for sure. Today I'm so excited because I want to be talking to you. So welcome to Lina KE building. Today I'm so early in the house. Today I don't want to do a late night, so I'm so early in the house. And we want to talk about Lina KE. Two people in the house, kindly give me 2 likes so that we balance. Oh, yeah. Still afternoon. So good afternoon. How are you doing? Have you taken some lunch, Mr. Sexton? Who do we have here? Mwakwaru. Mwakwaru says, hi. How are you, Mwakwaru? Welcome to Lina KE channel. Please give me a like. Give me a like. Double tap the screen kindly and welcome. Also tell us where you're watching the video from. So today we are here to talk about this girl here. So ask me anything and I have a story for you. I'm fine and you? I'm also fine. I'm happy to see you in the house. Feel at home. Thank you so much. I've seen the like. Thank you so much, Mwakwaru. Also go ahead and subscribe to Lina KE channel. You can ask me where I am. I only take 2 meals a day. I'm sure you normally take breakfast. Yeah, I knew it, Mr. Sexton. You took breakfast and are waiting for dinner. I'd like to know why you don't take 3 meals a day. So 3 people in the building, welcome. Give me the likes so that we balance. 3. 3 people, 3 likes. Kindly double tap the screen. So Sexton takes 2 meals a day, that is breakfast and dinner. So maybe let's start from there before we get into the topic of discussion. Which country do you live? Yes, Mwakwaru. Okay, so that's a great question. I live in Kenya. Kenya is in East Africa. So thank you so much for the question. What about you, Mwakwaru? You have a unique name. So where do you live? Where are you live from? So I will take dinner after your live stream. Oh, okay. So let me make it 3 hours. So Mr. Sexton, can we go for 3 hours? You think we can go for 3 hours? Because today I was actually planning for an hour and a half. So can we go for 3 hours? Mwakwaru asked the country that I'm live from. So in Kenya. Kenya is in East Africa. Oh! So you are in Kenya, eh? From Mombasa. Shikamoo. Wambaje. Kuna vitumbua viko tayari. Karibu sana nyumbani Mwakwaru. Welcome at home. Okay, I've seen my beautiful sister in the building, well represented. Hi, Novel. You are welcome. So today we have another topic. Today is about me. Sure anything for Lina KE. Yes, thank you. So today I'm in a jumper. How do we call this? A hood? Because it's cold in here, so I have to keep warm. Wakwaru. Kindly subscribe to Lina KE and enjoy my videos. Normally, I do some cooking videos. I do village content, village travel, health and wellness. That is, I do gym activities. So welcome to the house. So Novel says, thank you, Lina. You're much welcome, my beautiful sister Novel. Welcome. Mwakwaru, you're also welcome to this amazing channel, to this amazing house. So thank you so much. So in the background, we have, I live near the market. So there is a small club here and I can hear some music from far away. So I'm just enjoying. So today we're here to talk about Lina KE. So I'm in Kenya, that is from Mwakwaru. So Lina KE is in Kenya and in the village called Nyabohansi, here in Sirare border. So the border is between Kenya and Tanzania. So welcome at home. Please subscribe to Lina KE, and I'm so glad about the like that you've just given Lina KE. So today we are here. I was waiting for you to come to the house so that we start talking about topic that we have above there. No, this is not my new apartment. Let me give you some small. We are still here. Hey, I've looked for a house. I think I'll talk about it tomorrow, eh? But it's hard to look for a house here in the village. I wasn't successful. Novel, you will cry all these tears. It's still too early to cry. Save the tears. We have a long way. We need to cry today. So please, let's save the tears. I'm still here. This is the window that I normally do my video from. Just here. We are still here. So what happened? Let me just give you maybe some updates. Let me spoil the day. I want to go off topic a little. So what happened is that I've done a house hunt. Oh, thank you. So thank you so much. Sometimes you need to be funny. Kidogo. Kidogo is a little here in Kenya. I need to teach you Swahili. So maybe we start by teaching you Swahili. So if you're in Kenya, you have to learn some Swahili. Yes, so we start by habari, greetings, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Oh my goodness, who is still here? Thank you so much. So this is real life in the village. So if you are in the village, you have to really struggle. So thank you so much for one person who is watching. Thank you so much for your patience. So I've developed some network issues. So since yesterday, the whole of today, this village has been terrible. So we've been having a lot of issues with the network. A video that I started uploading a few hours ago is still uploading up to now. It's actually doing a to and from, a back and forth thing. It goes 2 steps ahead and then comes back 3 steps behind. So, okay, hello Regina, welcome. I had lost my network, so I'm back. Hello everyone in the chat. So hello Regina, welcome at home. Guys, you're being greeted by Regina. Yeah, it wasn't about electricity, but this time it has been about network. So network has been so poor today. The video that I started uploading, I wanted to premiere a video, but then because of these network issues, I have struggled. Even now you can see how I'm struggling to do this live stream. So, these are real challenges in this village that we are currently facing. So Sexton says, hello, Regina Lifestyle. So Regina, you're being greeted by Sexton. So today we are here to talk about Lina KE. No, it wasn't yours, Novel. It was from this side. So Novel says, I thought it was my network. LOL. So Regina, hello, Sexton. Welcome. So thank you so much. Kindly give the video a like as we get ready to talk about Lina KE. Regina, you're being greeted by Novel. Hello. Hello. Ero. Yes. So welcome everybody. Welcome to the house. This is Lina KE channel. So yesterday we had a lot of technical issues here with the network, with electricity, just a lot of issues. So thank you so much all for the 4 likes. So I went on a break. So if you're joining in, we went on a break because of network issues, but we don't have to talk so much about network issues. So I want to welcome all of you, and I also want to welcome you. So today you're free to talk about Lina KE. You can ask me any question that you want concerning Lina KE. Please let the questions be positive questions. You can ask anything about me. And also we want to talk about where Lina was initially or previously before I came to this village. This is Nyabohansi village. Also, you can ask what really brought Lina KE to this amazing village. So welcome to the house. So welcome, enjoy with me. You can even dance with me here. Oh no, you've left? Okay, welcome back. 1 million people in the house. Welcome all. So if you're here, let's get started. So the rest will find us along the way. So let the train start. So this is Lina _KE. So if you're new to the house, chatting from Kenya. Kenya is in East Africa. So today the topic is a bit emotional. Yeah. So be ready for it. So what brought Lina to the village, and who is Lina_KE? So we start from that. So get to know Lina KE first before we can actually talk about other stories. So in this session, we just want to interact. In the course of interacting, you can pose a question here, and also, yeah, I'll be able to answer. So Lina KE is an upcoming content creator. I do village content. Yeah, that is travel, health and wellness. I do cooking. Also, sometimes I do construction activities. Yeah. So in the course of cooking, we also introduce an amazing challenge, which is a food challenge. We usually cook, and for you to participate, you have to do a challenge. That's what I've been doing here. So maybe you can ask, before YouTube, who was Lina KE? If you're interested to know who Lina KE was initially before I started creating content. So Lina KE began her YouTube journey in the year 2016. That is when I opened my YouTube account. By then I was so young. I just opened it to watch YouTube content, but yes. Okay, sorry. So hi Novel, my sister. So is Lina also a nurse or a lab tech? Wow, we are closer to that. So let me answer that because it has been asked. So Lina KE is a health officer. I'm a public health officer. Some countries call them environmental health officers. So that is Lina KE for you. So I hope I've answered that question. So a public health officer. So mostly our work is to do with preventive medicine. That's what we do. Okay. So we need to get to how Lina KE got into this village and not being out there working for the public, because you've had a public health officer. So what we are supposed to be doing outside there is to do a lot of health practices. That is a disease surveillance, for example, pest control. We have to do vaccination exercises. Yeah. Maternal and health child hair care. Yeah. We have to do immunization programs and all that. Health education. That's what literally Lina KE could be doing before I came here. So we start with our government. So the government of Kenya, actually, I think we don't want to talk so much about it, but we all know that currently most youths are here in the village doing content creation. But when you follow keenly, you'll find that these are graduates. These are maybe sometimes somebody who lacked school fees and they are in the village to do their content. Yes. So there are so many here. It's not only Lina KE, but we have a lot of them. So I have a question here from Sexton. What did you not like about the job? Wow, I liked my job so much and I'm so passionate about public health. Just that there were circumstances that made me not to be in that job at the moment. Yeah. Okay. So to begin with, I've never been employed by the government. I've never been employed by the government to do that job. I just got that job employment, yeah, through an EAC. And all was thanks to COVID-19 that I got a chance to work there. Yes, so it will be good if we do this Q&A. Yeah, that will be so good. So that because the story is too long, we can't finish. So we just do a Q&A. Just ask Lina the way Sexton is asking. If what are you doing? What did you not like about the job? Yeah, I will be so happy if I had that job, but I chose to do content creation because also it was the last option that I was having. So I came to do content creation. So kindly like the video. Please double tap the screen and like the video, and also enjoy these stories from Lina_KE. So when you like this video, you can also get opportunity to ask me questions as to why the title or the topic it is the way it is, all the way from healthcare jobs to the village. So I'm in the village doing village content creation. And to tell you the truth, I do love creating content here in the village. I don't regret. So welcome all, like the video as we move on. And also, if you're new to the channel, please ensure that you subscribe to this channel. Yeah, so welcome all. So today we are talking about Lina_KE. Why is it that I'm not in a health facility? Why is it that I'm not in a government institution doing some healthcare jobs? Why is it that I'm not in maybe a college or a learning institution, maybe being a lecturer there teaching the rest, and I'm here in the village? Yeah, what was it like for you guys during COVID? So for me, since I was passionate about it, I did enjoy. Actually, I worked in another border, that is Busia border. So that's where we worked. Our work was to vaccinate, offer vaccination services in the lab, do some contact tracing for those that were found to be COVID-19 positive. We did screening services, that is to prevent cross-border diseases. That's what we did, a lot of screening services. Yeah. And also to be able to escort patients to quarantine facilities. That's what Lina_KE did, and I did enjoy the job. All I had to do is to ensure that I protected myself first and also protected the life of the public. So I really enjoyed the job, Mr. Sexton. I really enjoyed. Just that the government did have a further intervention, maybe to absorb us because we were so many during that time. And they wanted a lot of energetic young men and women to work. As long as you did that course, yeah. So after that, being absorbed was something else because the government claimed they don't have enough resources to accommodate all of us. So we ended up starting to volunteer after that contract. So after volunteering, yeah, you start maybe looking for, you can't volunteer forever. You have to volunteer for a few months, and then you also pay other people, you give them way. So after that, also I went back to the city. So after going to the city now, I also started hustling. So of course, in Kenya, if you're hustling and you are not permanently employed by the government, you are paid very, very small amount of cash, little money. So living in the city with some amount of money, maybe if you are free, you want to ask which amount of money, it will not sustain you. The money that I was receiving from those companies could not sustain me, could not sustain my life in the city. So having watched lots of YouTube channels, and mostly here in this village, I got inspired. And then that's when I decided to finally quit my job. Yes. And came here to try content creation. So, okay, so today I'm very keen. I have to check all the messages. So make sure if you're checking this channel, please give me a like. Please like the video. Kindly like the video and feel free to ask Lina Kii a lot of questions. So far, only one person is asking. So thank you so much, Sexton, for asking those questions. So I worked with them for a whole year from 2020 to 2021. And then I volunteered for 6 months. Thereafter, yeah, that one, Sexton. So I moved to the city. So, yeah, there is here at that time, I had just graduated from the university. And if you all know, we started receiving COVID-19 news. So by the time it was 2020, we had started to see some numbers. Most of started being reported early 2020. So we started that job in 2020 to work in the points. So yes. So welcome all, welcome. If you don't know what we are talking about, maybe you are new here, we are talking why is it that Lina KE is doing village content creation all the way from a health officer or a medical officer or a medical job. So normally the government doesn't have opportunities for young people, not only in the medical field, but in all other industries. A good example is that in this Nyabohanse village, we have so many people. We have teachers who are here, they don't have jobs, so they came here to try out. We have farmers, professional farmers. We have engineers. We have all other professions. So all of us are here striving to work hard in this content creation journey. Lina KE being one of them. So before coming here, I came from the city, that is Nairobi city. So I had to quit the job that I was doing because I was way underpaid and the expenses were too much and too demanding. Most so if you are in the city, hey, it becomes so tough. So that's why I came here. And most of my friends have been calling, asking, nowadays we see you in the villages. What are you doing there? Are you doing some field work maybe for public health? So please not today. I'm here to tell you it's not about field work for public health. I came here to do village content creation for my YouTube channel and also for my YouTube career. I'm not employed as a public health officer here in the village. So today I'm also addressing that. So I'm just here to grow my channel, also to build myself, because in my industry, actually, I lack that opportunity. You cannot even just get opportunity to be a volunteer there. Yes. So I don't like getting too emotional. I just like having a conversation that flows nicely so that people get to understand. Yes. So also, there is one thing. Normally, as a public health officer in Kenya, you have to be licensed in order to even work in a private sector. Mostly the sectors that you can easily get an employment opportunity is in the NGOs. Those are NGOs and non-governmental organizations. So, yeah, so for me, that license due to a number of reasons. So after I did my campus degree and graduated, yes, but that had a very huge fee balance, yes. So I said I was to graduate, yes. But then I don't have that certificate. So yeah. So until I clear all my fee balance from the institute, yes. So some of you might be asking, so how are you able to do even certificates? So I had done a lot of attachments. I had done all my 2 attachments for a couple of months in the county that gave me that opportunity. So they knew me, they knew the work that I could do. I'm a hardworking girl, yes. So what I did is that by that time, we had not even graduated. When we were being asked to present our papers, our certificates were not yet ready. So what Lina KE used, so the transcript is like a report form in short. So this one gives you your performance, how you performed, and then from year 1, normally you have year 1, semester 1, year 1, semester 2, all that to up to year 4, semester 1 and 2s, all of them. So those are the papers. Okay, so the toll was actually, it was a big number, but not too big as compared to the rest of the worlds. Yeah, so I'm sorry, Sexton, I can't remember the details at hand at the moment, but was a big number. So not all of them were captured, but it was a good number of people. Although the situation was not so bad, but at that period, we also lost most of the very influential figures in Kenya. So if you're watching maybe somebody who brought this content creation, actually, he was a comedian. We lost one of our huge person. He was called Papa Shirandula. He had a very great influence. That is something that I can actually remember that for. So maybe in our neighboring country, maybe in Tanzania, we lost their president because of COVID-19. That was the late Magufuli. So I can remember so I can't remember, but I'll go and do my research again. I'll go and do my reference from my reference books. I'm sorry I forgot during that time. But in the border that I was working, we didn't report numbers. Yes, people got sick, but we didn't lose people. In the quarantine facility that we were working, nobody lost their lives. Although people were infected, people tested positive for that. Even some of the healthcare workers did test positive for that, because it was a routine that you have to be tested after every 2 weeks, even you as a caregiver. So that's what used to happen there. We did not only test travelers, oncoming and outgoing travelers, but we could also test our own selves as staff. So that's what happened there. But lucky enough, none of us in the border points, that is Busia border points, lost their lives. But nationally, we lost a number of people. Yes. Okay. So thank you so much for the question. You are all welcome. You can ask questions here. Thank you so much, Sexton. I really appreciate the questions that you're asking. Also, ask more. Okay. So since we were talking about my certificate, again, let me just take you back there. So my certificate is still in the institution up to now. Yeah. There is a day I passed by trying to negotiate, but they wanted Lina KE here to clear her school fees in full. So before I take that cert, so after taking that cert, I have to take it back to the board to register for a board examination. So that board examination is what you'll sit for it. And then after sitting for it, you have to attend again a 1-year internship program. Now that is a government internship program that you have to do to satisfy to be the board that really you are legit and you are ready to serve as a public health officer. that can only happen if you have that certificate. And I can't have that certificate with that huge P balance that I have in the institution. So after making money into the YouTube world, are you going to continue with your education? Yes, Novel. Yes, I have to make sure I go back for my SATs. I also have to make sure I go back and do that board exam, do that 1-year internship program with the board, and be certified by the board. That means I have to get the certificates now from the board that I can now practice anywhere in the world, not only here in Kenya. Also, I can be free to serve the public in any place. So yes, the answer is yes, I have to. If I'm lucky enough in the YouTube industry, of which I'm praying and hoping so, I have to go back for it because I have passion for that industry. I'm a passionate public health officer. So Novel says, awesome. Thank you so much for that word of encouragement, Novel. Yeah. So if I'm lucky enough, of course, I'll go for it. I clear my fee, I get my certificate. That is from the university. So maybe if you're asking which university it was, that was Maseno University in Kisumu County. So I'll go back for it, pick it up, and then come. Yeah. So thank you so much all. Please like the video. If you're watching and you're new here, just give me a like. Yeah. So how I decided now. So when I started content creation. You might be asking, so why did you choose to come to the village? Ask any question as we talk. Kindly ask any question. Welcome to Lina KE channel. Feel free to ask any question. Yes. So Lina KE decided to come to Nyabohanse village because, so here in Kenya, I've never had any other village that has influence when it comes to YouTube content creation like this village. So I start by appreciating people from this village, pioneers from this village that introduced YouTube to people. So because of you, we were able to be motivated, we are able to be influenced, also to come here to learn more about content creation. Yes, I used to see people post, I used to see people do things, but myself, in the earlier years, I didn't have the knowledge to do my content, to be a YouTube content creator. So I had to come here, I had to watch people from this village, and also took that initiative to say, let me go to Nyabohanse village to learn more, to get a lot of experience. Yes, so when I came here, indeed, I was able to learn a lot from you. So I do appreciate this village so much. I don't take it for granted. Yeah. So ever since I came here, each and every day has been a learning day. Today you learn this, tomorrow you learn that. Also you exchange that to the rest. So 6 people in the house, kindly like the video. Please like the video as you check in. Just double tap the screen. Today I don't have my book to show you what to do. So maybe you saw the live, you entered. Please to double tap the screen. You just double tap the screen. If you just double tap the screen, that means you will like the video here. So kindly push me. Also, if you're new, make sure you subscribe to Lina KE channel. So to all my friends who are saying, just go back to your industry, just go back and practice public health out there. So it's not by choice, but by circumstances that I'm not practicing public health. Yeah. So yeah, as soon as I get something, I'll be able to build myself, also build the community. So another thing that I'm here in this village is also to learn, and also I can take this impact or this knowledge to also uplift other youths from my village. You know, my village, I also come from a village that I said Busia County. There is a village there that I come from. And most of the youth there, as much as they would like to do YouTube, they don't know how to do. So I also will one day take knowledge here and also impact them in that community that I come from, so that they are able to get empowered, because most of them have actually gone to school, but they don't know how to do because they are just there. Some of them are roaming. Some of them have turned into harmful activities like robbery, just idleness, immorality, because they don't have jobs. The government don't provide enough jobs for people, mostly the youths. So you find that a lot of their education years are wasted. So we don't want that. Also, my dream is to one day empower them in that community, so that even if you come out of school and you're not employed, you can turn into content creation and also make it maybe your office job. You take it seriously, so that the job here will help you to do other things to uplift yourself. So, what did your family say about that decision of you giving up your job to do YouTube? Yeah, so actually, yeah, so some of them took it positively, but some of them were also saying, so you want to quit your job even if you paid little money, you want to quit it and go to the village where you have never been there. So they were worried. You have never been to Nyabohansi, you just hear Nyabohansi. So what are you going to do there? Are you sure the journey will be successful? That's what they question. And at some point, I started even questioning myself. I started doubting myself whether it was indeed a brave decision to quit what I was doing to come here. But now I don't regret. Yes, the journey has been so tough. It has been so difficult. Not only that, you can even check the living condition that I'm living right now. Yeah, the likes of this amazing house here. Thank you. So it has been hosting me here actually. I'm not complaining too much, but look at that. This is the condition. I wish I was able to show you even the walls the way they are. You see that socket? That is the condition at which Linaki is living here. See that? But I'm lucky enough, at least I'm under a roof. You know, some people don't even get that, yeah, on themselves. So I had to come here. Yeah, because I explained to them, as much as they were maybe hesitant or a bit resistant to that choice that I choose to come here. Yeah, I had to tell them, look at what I do. At the end, even before the month ends, I'm still maybe looking for loans to survive. I don't have even a saving. So the question was being asked by Mr. Sexton. So I told them, since the job does not sustain me, I think it's good that I just go there and try to work myself out. Yeah. So I just talked to them and told them. Some of them were even mad at me for taking that decision of coming here, but some of them were very supportive. Thank you so much to my mom. She was so supportive. She just said, you just go and try out. I know you youths are suffering. Maybe that one will help you in some years to come. Yeah, at least she was very hopeful, and I'm grateful about it. It was a very big decision to make, and yes, I know it has really, really affected me in some one way or another. You know, sometimes when I was here, since I came here, I've been here for close to 3 months now, it hasn't been easy. The journey has been so difficult, but I thank God. God has been so good. God has used some of my friends here in this house, this Lina KE house. God has used you and has used you to bless me. You know, sometimes you feel like giving up, but before you give up, you find that somebody has surprised you with something, and then that gives you a hope of living. Yeah. Because you stay here, you need your house rent, you need to eat, you need money for data. That is the biggest thing here, just to afford data to post a video, just to afford data to be live and talk to you right now. It hasn't been a good an easy journey. Yeah, so at a point you feel even ashamed to call back home to ask them maybe to provide something for you, because they wonder, you just quit your job and you said you're going to make a better life. So why is it that you are calling back to ask maybe for something for you? You see, those are the things. Sometimes you feel so ashamed you don't even call somebody, and you find yourself even going hungry. But I thank you, God. I thank you all for coming through most of the times. Yeah. So yeah, it hasn't been easy actually. So I normally don't allow myself to be so emotional. I don't like that. But it is what it is. So yeah, I'm sorry. So I'm sorry about that. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. So what I've been afraid of is being criticized. So somebody tells you, did you just quit your job to go to the village? And what you do there is just to get videos. So how will you be paid? This is somebody who doesn't understand that hard work will one day pay. So we really do try a lot. Mhm. We really do try a lot. For example, me here, the difficulties that I've been facing here. You don't have data to post your video. Yes, you expect to grow your channel. If you don't post the video, it means the channel will not grow. The watch hours keep on reducing. So those are the challenges that Lina KE has been facing here. Also here, the foodstuffs are so expensive. Yeah. So you have to really, yeah, maybe posting a video, you need more than $1 to ensure you have exported that video and uploaded that video. At the same time, you need to eat, and funny enough, you're not employed, you don't have a job. So it has been difficult. Yeah. So for those who have been checking in, for all of you who have been praying for me, for all of you who have been motivating me just by texting, please don't break down as you are doing. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much for always motivating me. Okay. Yeah. So that's what I've been going through. So I'm still keeping up. My head is still up. Yeah. So, Mr. Sexton, even if I break down, I'm so strong. I'll keep pushing to the end. I don't think there is a day I'll reach that I tell you now I have given up. In the past months, it was so hard. It was so difficult. I almost gave up. There is a day I woke up, started packing my bag. I actually started packing my bag, ready to leave. But then I sat down and told myself, now to where? Even if you go right now, you don't even have a job to go and start. As we said here in Kenya, without connection, you can't get anything. Without connection, you can't access anything. Even the simplest job, sometimes even being a cleaner, without the connection, you can't even clean for somebody. That is the situation we have here in Kenya. Yeah. So you really have to. So I told myself, now, where do I even start from? Mm. Sometimes your stigma says, maybe you go somewhere to look for a hustle that is paying so little, and then you end up meeting people who know you. So you feel so ashamed. So those are the traumas you face outside there. Like those ones who are asking, Lina, so we see you posting village content. So exactly what are you doing in the village? You're supposed to be in a healthcare facility, giving healthcare services. What are you doing in the village? They don't understand if you tell them that I'm here to create village content, also the health and wellness. So they don't understand that, but one day I believe that they will understand. So my head is still up. I still believe. I'm still pushing. Yeah. So we say don't give yourself some chance to give up. Okay, sometimes they also say you have to keep pushing. You have to act like you are deaf and dumb. You don't listen, because if you listen, you will allow yourself to give up. It will get into your head and then you will give up. So my mission here is to keep pushing and keep believing. So one day it will actually come to fruition. Thank you, sister. So you say, don't give up, you will succeed in the end. So thank you so much. So back to the topic. So if you're checking in, it was about from medical field to the village content creation. So this was also to create awareness to my friends who are asking, what are you doing in the village? So I don't want to what do we say? I didn't come here to justify it, but I'm just here to talk about it. Yeah. Very true, Novel. Yes. So thank you so much. You've been offering prayers. You have been motivating me, and that keeps me going all the time. Yeah. Thank you so, so very much. So I can see 4 people watching. Kindly ask any question. So far we have Novelle and Sexton. They are so active, and thank you so much for keeping Lina talking. Thank you so much. Yeah. So far also good thing is that the channel is trying, it's really trying to do well. And I believe in a few months we shall be there. We shall be there. Keep pushing. So thank you so much all for always watching. Lina Ki here. Thank you so much for always believing. You know, when you always post a video and then you see somebody comes, even somebody motivates you by commenting, you feel good. You get the zeal and the energy to keep pushing for tomorrow. So right now also there is something. Content creation in the village here has become so tough, so difficult. So in our previous video, you could see us in the rivers, you could see us doing content creation in the rocks. Yeah, to portray the real village activities. But then something happened to this village, and people no longer go to the rivers to cook. So creating content has become a bit tough. So you have to be very creative to come up with something to showcase. Yeah. Okay. So thank you so much all. If you're new, please ensure you like the video. So far we have 4 likes. Yes, I know we have 4 people in the house. So I guess everybody has liked here. But if you have just checked in, please double tap the screen to like the video. Wow. So Sexton asks, when are we getting a video with some health tips? Yes, Sexton, very soon we will be able to get a video. So my intention here also was actually we have a lot. For example, hand washing practices in this village. I have observed that hand washing practices are so low. Hand washing facilities are not placed all over, more so the food eating places, or even if they are there, they are hidden in a place that is not so visible. So maybe in some days we'll be able to campaign and I'll be able to advocate for that. So safe water for drinking. Are the streams protected? You know, as much as we fetch water from underground, those streams have to be protected. Things like that. Maybe you get a number of people, maybe ladies, you just go, you stand in the stream. So when they come, you watch their behavior. How do they fetch the water? Do they maybe step inside if it's the water from underground? So you tell them, maybe you advise them what indeed they are supposed to be doing. Those are some of the health tips that we should be giving. Also, we have some other sensitive, in public health, we have sensitive topics, but lucky enough, in this live stream, there are no kids who are supposed to be watching. So, for example, what about sexuality? We talk about sexuality, we also talk about safe sex practices. People are active. There are clubs here. Maybe you can go to a club and also you advocate for that safe sex practices. And one of the most important safe sex practice is maybe getting protected by maybe using CDs. Yeah. So we have a lot of health practices that I have in mind that I had for people here. So when you come from let's just talk about the simplest ones. For example, when you come from the toilet, do you usually clean your hands? I normally observe ladies here, men here, they come from the market area. So somebody comes just and goes straight to the washroom, comes from the washroom, they don't bother to wash their hands, go straight to the market and they continue doing their jobs. So you have to come up with a good way of talking to them. You make them understand, you make them develop that criteria of which before you go, you can even wash your hands. Out of the toilet, you have to wash your hands. Also, for women of reproductive ages, you talk to them about safe way of handling. Oh, we were talking about safe hand washing practices. And one of us, welcome to the channel. This is On It Vision. So welcome so much, my brother, to Lina KE channel. Kindly like my video and then let's talk. So On It, you're welcome. So you say, Allah, I rub my hands in the dust. Really? So do you just go to the toilet and then you rub your hands to the dust? So let me ask you something. Do you think that is a safe is that a safe practice? Eh? Is that a healthy practice to do? So let me tell you, just use soap, wash your hands appropriately before and after toilet use. Kindly don't rub in the sand, because even if you rub, the bacteria won't die. You'll just carry them and go. So when are we getting? So that one you had asked. So welcome. So to the house. This is Lina underscore KE, and today we are talking about, the topic is about why Lina stopped doing her medical career and came to the village to do village content creation. So I haven't stopped fully. We use what we call oboke in Luo, aka the leaves. Hey, are those leaves for cleaning hands or cleaning the other parts? So just elaborate on it. Do you use oboke to clean your hands, or you use oboke to clean the other side? Let's know. Yeah, so I'm here in Kenya. So if you're tuning in, this is Lina KE in Kenya. And today we are talking about that topic. Why do Kenyans go and wash one hand before eating, or only the content creators do it? Yes, those are habits here. They are unhealthy habits. And our goal here is actually to ensure that we stop that harmful health habits. So we have to embrace the safe ways of doing things. So the hands are supposed to be washed properly with running water. Water has to be running, not on the same. Even in some areas, you find that you're using the same pot or the same basin to wash our hands. We dip in, another one dips in. So it's true, as you have observed, that is a good observation. Sexton, yeah, we do that. Most of us, you normally see, even content creators here, you see us just washing with one hand. So yeah, we've been doing that. And one of the way to do is that safe hand washing practices, the simple things to ensure that we prevent diseases. Because one core practice of public health is to ensure we do disease prevention. Yeah. So if we do that, actually, we are just asking for diseases to our bodies. So I hope I have answered that. So it begins by health education. You educate them and then you expect them to change behavior. You can't expect people to do behavior changes if you don't educate them. And also, this is a learned process that they have been seeing their parents do. So a kid grows seeing their parents doing that. So they also think it's healthy to do that. So you find that people do that. So let's go back to our brother here on it. So I will have to take care of cattle all day in the field. I did not have luxury of washing my hands. So you're giving me the reasons as to why you find that you don't wash all hands. That means maybe poor access to resources such as water. Maybe you are in the field the whole day, you don't have maybe the luxury of getting water to wash your hands. But maybe I can ask you as you go, maybe prepare a bottle of water so that when you're eating, at least make sure you wash your hands. Yeah. So another one, you have to hold the camera. Allah. Hey, when in mbaya. Yani, on it, you're looking for ways to prove your behavior. Is it so? Ebu tell us. So you have to hold the camera. So cameras, yes, they are good, but don't show everything all the time. There is a time to put cameras down. I'm also holding my camera most of the time, but it reaches a point that you have to consider your health first. You put the camera first, wash your hands properly, eat very fast, take your camera. Or maybe you can ask somebody who is not eating to help hold the camera for you. And if it's good enough, look for a stand. So that when it reaches time to eat, it's good that we always put our cameras down and we eat. So on it says, I will push using hand sanitizers. Yes. Yeah, so sanitizers are supposed also to be available there. Oh, the hand sanitizers. I was talking about hand wash soaps. Yeah, even if you use a sanitizer, it doesn't mean you sanitize yourself and then you eat. It doesn't work that way. Even if you held a sanitizer, sanitizers have chemicals that usually help keep germs away, but not inside your stomach. So even if you have used your sanitizer, you have to wash your hands again with clean water and soap. Make sure it's clean water. Okay, so Regina, have you seen that? So Regina says, okay, Lina, yes, we've been doing this. Most of us content creators, yes, we've been very prone to doing this, unhealthy hand washing practices. And most of us have observed us doing that behavior, so we are being warned. So we have to start by ourselves, and then the rest will learn from us. So there is time for everything. Not every time we record. During eating, just put the camera down, wash your hands properly. So on it says, how do you know a content creator? They only have one clean hand. So normally the clean hand is usually the left side because they are holding their camera with the right hand, most of them. So we content creators, we are on the lookout. We are on the eyes. People are watching us, the way we behave. So kindly give the video a like. Please like the video. 7 people in the house like the video. We are talking about healthy practices here. So we've changed the topic to healthy practices. Initially, the topic was, how did Lina get up in the village doing content creation instead of being in a health facility or in a public sector or even a private sector doing public health job? So Sexton, say something again. So we are talking about content creators, and on it here says, how do you know content creator? So one thing we know them is that they only have one clean hand. Remember, even the hand is not usually clean because we just wash. If you wash a hand by itself, it will not remove germs or dirt from it. So it's not a clean one. We assume that it's clean, but literally we are consuming a lot of germs to our bodies. That's how we get amoeba, amoeba. Yeah. That's how we develop the diarrheal diseases because we are not taking care of our hands. So today I think we have settled along for like we've taken a lot of time on hand washing practices. Also, what about clean water? Which type of water do you drink? The type of water we drink and the type of food we eat. Who handles this food? Get tapeworms, of course, yes. We develop the tapeworms. And the tapeworm is so deadly once it enters the body. Yeah, so on it from today, please tell us that you will stop washing your hands, not washing. You told us you clean your hands using sand. You dip in the sand and then you rub your hands and then you assume the hand is clean. That is a harmful behavior. Please let's stop that. So today I bet you've learned something and you'll start leaving your camera. You put your camera down and you enjoy washing your hands properly. Yeah. So how do we use our toilets? Proper use of toilets. Those are healthy practices. You know, like mostly where you stay, we normally, yes, I'm a health officer here, but I'm not always around. Sometimes you wash the toilets. We normally use the public toilets there. And as I said, I live in the middle of the market here, Nyabohase Market, just around here. So most of the people from that market, they usually access this area. Sometimes you find the toilets are so poor. You leave your toilet clean, but coming back, they have used it without water. You know, when somebody goes even for a short call, you have to flush the toilets, but you find the toilets are so smelly, you have to maybe pour water again because they just come. So with that, we are at risk of getting diseases here in this place. And that's why Lina, just that currently I'm not working and my budget is too low to get a good house here, so it will take a while. Kindly, if you want to support this girl here, you're welcome to get a good house. Also, maybe I can get a house that I can be having my own toilet inside so that I can prevent these diseases. So not only foodborne diseases, which are normally caused by fleas. A flea gets to the toilet, comes and lands on your food. That's what happens. So sometimes also these urinary tract infections, you see, the UTIs. So we are at risk of getting that because we are sharing hundreds of us in the same two toilets here. So you see, that is another unhealthy behavior that is bound to happen here. So I've also been advocating for people when they come, I remind them, make sure you come with water. You know, the landlady here allows them. I'm sorry. The landlady here allows even people, everybody to use the toilets. So it has been so bad because we share that. That is one way. Novel, that is a great concern. Yeah, so she's too nice and not thinking about the health risk of the tenants. Yes, true, true. Yeah, because if you allow everybody to enter, you allow everybody to use your toilets, knowing that you have tenants there. So actually, that is a one way of putting our health at a risk. Yeah. So that is one thing that is actually pushing Lina KE here to do a house hunt. And I will be so, so happy if I got a house, even if it's a simple house, but the house that you can manage your own toilet. Yeah. Because we share here our toilets and getting diseases becomes so easy. So the diseases we are talking about are these urinary tract infections. They do affect everybody, but the ones who are at a great risk of getting the disease are ladies. Lina KE being one of them. We are at risk. So that's one thing that is actually pushing Lina KE out of this house. Another thing is that, I don't know if you can see that. Look at that roof, guys. You see that roof? The black thing on top there? Yeah. So the roof is leaking and the rain seasons have just begun. So I'm lucky today it hasn't rained, but yesterday it rained, and of course I got rained. The house is small, you can't move a mattress. The roof is not in good position. So today when I was doing some house hunt, actually I found lots of houses that were overly above my budget. The ones that were where you can afford, where you can try to afford, at least on a monthly basis, that is a 1,500 Kenyan shillings on a monthly basis. They were pathetic. They were even worse than where I am. The toilets were, I don't want to say despicable, you can't even look at them twice. So I didn't even have the honor to record the toilets. Most of the houses, the landladies, landlords were not willing to let us record. But in tomorrow's video, I'm sorry that it's not yet out because of the network issues here. So, but tomorrow the video will be out. Yeah. Okay. So, Lina KE came here, and the house that I could manage and afford at the moment was of that amount of money. So I trusted some friends to help me look for it, and this is what they found for me. And today, as I was doing my house hunt the other day and the other day, I did now understand why they got this specific type of house for me. That was I did find out why they got this, because you can't get something much better than this with 1,500 Kenyan shillings. So, and my sincere wish is that at least even if I could have been able to find something. Yeah, so mostly houses that are self-contained, you have your own toilet, they start from a range of at least $40 a month. With that, you can get a house that you have your own toilet. You have to manage your own toilets. So OMG, pray about it will get better one day. Yes, amen. I'm sure one day I'll look back and say, there was a lady, a good friend of mine, that motivated me that one day it will get better. And indeed, it will get better. So thank you so much for always keeping me and motivating me, my sister Novelle. So thank you so much. Yeah. Okay. So what time is it today? Okay, so today we'll not go into late nights. We'll just try and do the video. At least maybe in the next 20 minutes, I'll be done. Okay, thank you so much all. Thank you so much, 3,000 people in the house. Please, if you're new or you've just joined, double tap the screen and like the video. This is Lina _KE. So this girl here came from the city. Yeah, thank you so much for the 5 likes. I'm so motivated. You've motivated me. Thank you so much. Also, you can type here and tell us where you're watching the video from. Lina KE here. We are in Kenya. This is Kenya, country called Kenya. And the county is Migori County. So welcome, welcome, and welcome once again to this channel. Feel at home. And also subscribe to the video if you are new here. Please subscribe and push this girl. I'm pushing towards monetization. So, Nit, you're asking about the city that I'm in. So this is not the city. or I haven't understood where he came from. I was in Nairobi City. You from my county. Ah, you are from Migori County. Yes, I'm in Migori County, Nyabohanse village, here in Sirare border. So what about, are you in the village or you're in the city? Are you in Migori? What the heck? This is Suna East. Does it mean we are in the same? I think this is Suna West. No, this is Kuria West. Oh, my goodness. So do you know where Nyabohanse is? On it. Okay, so on it here is from Migori County. I'm not in the country. Oh, you are not. I was about to tell you we do a collabo soon. Where are you currently? Yes, I see the sign every time I am from the airport. Wow. So on it here. Oh wow, in the USA. So Novel, you are in the USA. We also have a friend here on it. He comes from Kenya, from Migori County, but currently in the USA. So thank you so much for that knowledge. I'm really, really thankful that you've told us that. And thank you so much for watching Lina KE till this point. So I'm in Migori County. I came here to do my content creation. I am 20 minutes from landing. What? You're 20 minutes from landing strip. So I'm a bit confused. Did you just land 20 minutes ago or you are 20 minutes from landing? Yeah? So meaning you landed 20 minutes ago. Or maybe where you stay is 20 minutes from. Make me understand. Your home, is it 20 minutes away from the airstrip? Or you just landed and you are in. So you know Migori has a landing strip. Yes, I do. I know. So your home is 20 minutes from that strip. My home is, yeah, okay, yeah, thank you for the clarity. Wow. So you don't suffer when you just land in the next 20 minutes, you are in your home. Wow. So thank you so much for that piece of knowledge. So when are you coming back to Kenya? Maybe when are you visiting your hometown? Yep, very good. So are we expecting you back to the country soon or we give you some more time? No, but I was here also 3 weeks ago. So you already left. Oh no, okay. So Onit already left to the US and he was here 3 weeks ago. Imagine it's not even far from where I am. So spent a week in the village, just a week. Hey. So you mean a person can come and spend just a week in the village, or the rest maybe you are in the city. I guess maybe you are in Kenya for some time, but spend away from the village. So you are just in the village for a week. I'm so sure. So we have 3 people in the house. Kindly like the video. Please like the video. Spent a week in the village. So guys, we were talking about Lina KE. I was in the city for the rest. So we have cities here. We have Kisumu City. We have the largest city, which is Nairobi City. We have Nakuru City, and we have Mombasa City. So which city were you at? So thank you so much, Onit, for representing us Kenyans in the USA. Thank you so much. So hold on, I think I follow you and meet you on Unfiltered Maria's channel. Yes, for sure. We've met there severally. Yeah, we have at Nairobi. Great, great. Yeah, so, and I'm so sure you have also subscribed to my channel. So welcome all. If you are new to the channel, please give the video a like the video, and push me to 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. So we were talking here with one of us, that is Onit Vision. He appears sometimes in my premieres, and I do appreciate him for that. And today I'm so grateful he has also appeared in my live. I didn't know that he comes from Migori County, but lucky enough today he has told us that he comes from Migori County. So currently back to the US and was here 3 weeks ago. Spent a week in the village. I think so. I have narrated the story well. The rest of the weeks he was in the city, and the city is Nairobi City. Yeah, I think I have paraphrased that for you if you're wondering what we are talking about. Yeah, so okay, Maria and Tim have pushed me among other YouTuber, can't name them all. Yes, for sure. Indeed, Maria does push people a lot. Even me, I have gained a lot of subscribers from Maria's channel. And also Chuck. I know you also appear in Chuck channel. Yes. So I'm also still there. I normally go there at least to get pushed. If I feel like I'm getting stuck, I normally go there for that. So big up to our Queen Maria. Okay. So 3 people in the house we were talking about why Lina left her career and came to the village to do village content creation. So I left it because, first of all, it's because of my certificate issues. They're still in the school. And then secondly, the job that I do is actually the job that could pay you small amount of cash. Yes, the cash could assist you, at least you could eat, you could also pay your rent and a few errands, but you could not even get some saving. And then years go in and out, and then you are still there in the place that you were the other year. No savings, no nothing. So I decided to quit that job and to focus fully on content creation. So that's why I came here to the village and try out from Nyabohanse village. I also have my village. It's not that I come from this village, but I came here for content creation. Personally, I came from Busia County, and Busia County have villages there. So I came from that specific village. And I came here and I'm so grateful. At least I've grown, at least I've learned. I've interacted with so many people. I've also been able to get various audiences from all over the world. My house is still small, I'm still growing. Kindly push me and push me. So we talked about my rent issues here. And I've been looking for a house on a serious note, and I have highlighted the issues that are making Lina Ke here to leave this house and move to a more better house. Yeah. Now we are working also on my budget. And the budget that I have, the budget that I'm working with has been okay, I watched one of your videos. I think you can do well going with an NGO angle and push your career. Yes, for sure. Yeah, so I'm also trying here. If I'm successful here, I'll for sure go back to the institution and collect my certificates and then continue with where I left. So those are one of the pipeline, yeah, wishes that I have in mind. So I keep them all in prayer. With prayer, all shall be possible. If I invite God in my plans, then all shall be possible. So thank you, brother, for reminding me that, brother on it vision. Okay. Yeah, so I've been living in this place and I don't like it too much. I don't have an option because I have to work with the budget that I have. So, but there are very serious health risks that are being posed in this area. One of the health risks is that the roof is leaking, rains are coming. If your rain on the house gets damp, also your beddings, and that can easily lead to some health related issues. For example, you get a flu. For example, you get complications like pneumonia, which is so bad. Yes, you can even develop some bronchitis as a result. So that's why I was trying to avoid this area now that the rains are coming, at least to look for a better place, a warm place. But then the budget I have will mean that I'll only look for another one that is like this, or probably I'll not even move out at all because of the budget that we have at hand. So you can go ahead and support this sister here. Only maybe you can say, with what you have, maybe I want to top up. I will highly appreciate. You don't have to pay it all. Maybe you just give a top up. I will highly appreciate. At least until I'm monetized, I'll be able to do something productive by myself. But for now, I have to also rely on your support. So if you can support, the better. I'll highly appreciate. Also, you can support by just watching my videos and give me the watch hours. That is also another form of very good and great support. And give me is that you can refer my channels to various audiences, to your friends. They subscribe and watch the video. Yeah, it's such a good advice. Stay on budget, set targets, so you have a goal. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, just that also as much as we stay in the on my on as much as you try to stay on your budget, you also consider some health risks because they say prevention is better than cure. You can get sick and end up spending a lot for at the hospital. Also, our toilets, we use all of us, all the people who come from the markets, the customers from the markets, they all come here to use these toilets and they're allowed to do so by the owner of the house, owner of the premise. So I was trying to look at least for something that is more private for staying. So a private place means you are taking care of your health because you are in charge of your health. So because here you wash the toilets, come back 20 minutes, they are so dirty. You have to get out, go create content, so you are not there ever to remind people to flush the toilets when they come from it. So so that's what happens. So thank you for the 6 likes. So thank you so much. If you're new and you've just checked in, please remember to subscribe to Lina KE channel. So today we are talking about the issue. So if you've just checked in, Lina KE came from the city, that is Nairobi, and I came to the village. Initially, before that, I was also working as a healthcare worker somewhere in another county. Yeah. So most of my friends, they normally ask, why are you always posting village content? Are you a health officer there in that village? did you get a job? So if I tell them no, I'm still pushing my YouTube content creation, then they wonder, they think there is something wrong with me. So kindly, if you're watching, there is nothing wrong with me. This is the career that I've chosen for now, and I have a goal I have to push and push and push. Yeah, although sometimes I do face obstacles, you find that you created a video. Here I have so many videos for the past. I have a video for the last 3 days that I really need to post them. But sometimes you find that data becomes an issue. If you don't have data, then it means you will not post a video. Yes. Yeah. So posting a video here, if you're not using Wi-Fi, network is so slow. By the time you post a video, you've spent close to $1.50. $1.50, that is like 150 Kenyan shillings just to post a video. On a good day, you spend 100. On a bad day, you can even spend 200 just to post your video. Sometimes you really need to post a video, so you have even to postpone on other things, urgent things to do with the cash. Cash is the money. So you make sure you post the video. That's what normally happens. Yeah. So any other question, maybe any other concern that you've seen you want to address, please go ahead and address. Yeah, any other encouragement, maybe you want to encourage this girl here, please go ahead and encourage Lina Ke. I will highly appreciate your love and support. Yeah. So today was not quite a steamy topic. Sometimes we talk about topics that people like to hear. Yeah, so today is about the reasons as to why I quit my job as a healthcare worker and came here in the village to do content creation. Yeah. They say because of circumstances. Yes, mine are because of circumstances. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So 3 people in the house. Any concern, any question? We are almost ending this live session. So how long have you been doing content? So I've been doing my content. So that is Onish who is asking. So this is the 3rd month, but my channel has been there for long, but was not for posting, has just been there to watch content creators do their thing. But I started doing content creation. I started posting. The first video that I did was in April. And remember, we are in July, so that is 3 months now. Yeah. So in March, I had posted a few videos, the short videos, just posted them there to keep the channel active. But the first video I did was, it's there. The first video I did was in April. Actually, I did it with my mom. Yeah. So that was my first video. So when I arrived at this village, I came with my one video. I hope I have answered you that, and thank you so much for the question. So next video question. Maybe you ask me, do you regret the fact that you quit your job to do content creation? So if you want to ask me if I do regret, I absolutely don't regret, but I do admit that the journey has not been easy, and the journey it's still not easy. Yeah, it's just that you have to keep on pushing and pushing. Because if I look back what I was earning, yeah. Yeah, sometimes they say you have to look back to see where you came from. Yeah, maybe I have to look back to see where I came from. And where I am now, I seriously am not regretting. Yeah, I still have to swim in my struggles, and one day it shall pay off. The efforts will all pay off. So I have to stay being hopeful. Thank you so much, Onit, for that good question. Okay, welcome, my good people. If you're watching, kindly ask Lina Kiia video. If you're still there, please ask Lina Kiia question. Or you can just comment and say you're still there. I'll highly appreciate. Please comment and say so. So we've talked about so many things. Some of them we are just repeating at this moment. Yeah. So I'm still, firstly, Novell had asked whether I had actually relocated to the new house. Yeah, I'm yet to relocate to the new house, still in this very same house. Yeah. So I've searched for houses. Actually, today, I have a friend and her name is Regina Lifestyle. So today, the whole day, I had actually looked for houses with her. She came, she volunteered. Imagine she had other things to do, but she thought of taking Lina KE here for a house hunt. We've hunted, but we were unsuccessful. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, that is a good idea, by the way. So maybe we can travel sometimes within Migori. We go to Suna East, Suna West. Yeah, we go to Migori town. Yeah, so our friend here, Sexton, says, I would like you and your friends to show us more of Migori. Yeah, we will sit down and have a talk, and for sure, we'll show you more of Migori. So let me see it properly. Okay, so we'll sit down as a team. We have that team. Yeah, team success. So we'll definitely sit and show you more of Migori. We'll try our level best. Sometimes it needs transportation, but we'll try where we can, where our pockets can take us to. And we'll for sure show you Migori County, more of it. Just apart from Sirare border and Nyabohanse, we'll show you. We'll even take you to Mabera market, animal markets. Can also show you what goes on there. I think that could be very good. So currently, content creation has become difficult. So maybe you can take advantage of that and show you something different. So that is a very good point, Sexton. We'll talk about it with the rest. Let me check here. So on it, I also have a friend here who normally resides in the US. That is Novell. So which state do you reside there? And guys, I have a question for you. Just a question, a random question here. So if maybe you are having a hustle that you are really underpaid, you can't even save, and before even the payday, you have borrowed a lot of loans. Yeah. Let's say, for example, I don't wish that for anybody, but this is a real life situation. If you're in that predicament and you also have chance, maybe you have also, you need to try yourself out as a content creator, a YouTuber. Would you rather quit your job to do content creation, or you'll just continue doing your job? At least you get to survive even if you don't have a saving. So I'd like to know that. So what will you do? Would you rather quit your job for content creation? Will you quit your job for content creation? Mostly if the job that you are working cannot even give you savings, but you can be able to run your daily errands. So will you do that? Kindly, I would like to know it from you. If you're given that, maybe you're in that situation that you've been working for years, not just 1 year, and then every year it's like that. So will you try, will you risk? Because when I came here, I was told that you are risking a lot. So I decided to take that risk. You know, sometimes a human has to take a risk to change your life. If you've been doing something for years and then you don't see change. So, okay, on it here says, I think the health industry offers a unique opportunity to diversify and branch out. Yes. So are we talking about maybe if you want to further your studies, maybe you go for another, yeah, maybe if you're like a public health officer, now you want to go and do nursing, like the way I normally see nurses doing public health. Maybe if they do masters, they come and do public health. Or so I think the health industry offers a unique opportunity to diversify and branch out. Yeah, so let me tell you something again. So with public health, it's so hard to do it here in a private sector if it's not an NGO. You know, you cannot just go maybe to somebody's private clinic as a PHO. A PHO is a public health officer and expect to get an opportunity that easily. Yeah, it's actually I had answered that question. Yes, you can switch. If public health is not working, you can switch. Yes. Yeah, actually, so I had, yeah, you can do something else. You bridge, you go to another within that. Yes, yes. I can maybe decide to do nursing. Actually, if I could have done nursing, maybe things could have been different. I don't want to regret. I love public health, just that opportunities are very in this country. So we are so many of us, and then you find that the government, maybe a county only advertises for 2 positions. Yet people who turn out for interviews are maybe 20, not 20, sometimes 200, and they want 2 people. Yeah. And then also with the high rate of corruption here, if you don't have money, if you're sometimes overly broke, like the way I am, Lina KE here, the chances of getting a job become so minimal. Yeah, so yes, yes, yes. So our sister Novelle is back. So I will continue do my job and do content creator on the side. Okay, yeah, it's a good advice. It's so good. But then, you know, when you're doing this job of hustling, you have to do them fully. Sometimes you need your whole attention on them. Yeah. So maybe after monetization, I can think about that. Yeah, it's not a bad idea, but I was thinking about that. Even after monetization, maybe I can now go back and do the job, or yeah. So I had asked for an opinion, and this is for Novelle. Novelle says she can try and do content creation, and she can continue with the job and do content creation. Yeah, such a good one. At some point, I was saying maybe if I could have done that. Yeah. So that is also a good idea. Yes. I think experience is key. You should hold on and gain experience, even if it's not meeting ends. That's a sure way of leading the pack during interviews. So, which means I should just go back to the industry and maybe volunteer there. You get more and more and more experience. But then now getting experience, some jobs like when we were volunteering at the board, of course, they could give us something at least to eat. You survive, you can pay your rent also. But it reaches a point now you also have to get out and pave way for others. So even volunteering, you have to have connections to volunteer. Yeah. you have to have very good connections to volunteer. So I volunteered for 6 months, and then also we had to pave way for others. Some people had also graduated, some had also done their internships. They are there for internships, so you have to pave way because they don't want overcrowding in those areas. So you pave way for others. So put in the time, that's all I'm saying. Stay down until you can get up. Oh, yeah, okay. So thank you so much for all your ideas. I'm actually getting from everyone. I didn't leave, I'm still here. Wow, thank you so much, sister. Okay, thank you, Novelle. Thank you so much for always supporting by watching the videos and commenting and advising your girl here. Thank you so much. You guys are the best. So thank you so much for the 7 likes, and thank you so much for 4 people. So Onis has also given us here. He says experience is key. You should hold on and gain experience even if it's not meeting ends. That's a sure way of leading the pack during interviews. Yes. So one thing again is that on it, I said I'm not licensed yet, and those are one of the requirements that you need to work as a PHO here. Even if you fight for that chance to get a job, it will be better if Lina KE here had the license. I'm still not licensed though, but I graduated. My certificate is still in the university. So maybe in the future, if I get money, so I'm working towards this content creation. If I'm lucky enough to get paid well, I'll be able to go back, get my certs, take it back to the board and do the board exams. After doing that, I have now to do my whole year internship program. And then from that, I'll go back to the board now to be given that license. Yeah, so that's what the delay is all about. Yeah, so you cannot even be shortlisted for interviews if you're not licensed right now. It's so bad. It's as bad as that in this country. And then, so okay, that one I had read. And then I'm talking from experience. It was never easy. Yes. I know how it feels to be down. I know how dark it feels when the way forward is not clear. Trust in your abilities. Never doubt yourself, ever. Thank you so much for that. I trust in my abilities and never doubt myself ever. On it here says he knows how it feels. Yeah, it's not a good feeling actually. Sometimes some feelings are the feelings that you can never even try to think about them. So it's not a good feeling to feel down. So the only thing is to keep your head high and keep moving. So I know how dark it feels when the way forward is not clear. So trust in your abilities and never doubt yourself ever. Of course, I'll do exactly that, and I've been always trying to do that. So thank you so much for that reminder. Thank you so much, On It, for joining the live today. Okay, so welcome all. Like the video if you're just checking in. Just double tap the screen to enjoy the video. So we are almost winding out. We are almost winding out the video. So we have a few minutes left and we are almost there. So thank you so much and keep these advices coming. And also keep the motivations coming. They are very helpful. So On It, I could be anywhere, but I'm here talking to you. Yes, I do acknowledge that. And I believe it will work. And whichever way you go, we all can feed off each other energy. Yes, for sure. That's so true. So on it, what do you do in the US? What profession are you at? Or what is your industry there? Maybe if you're comfortable, you can share with us. I will really like to know. For people in the house, please, if you're joining in, double tap the screen to like the video. So welcome and thank you so much for joining. This is Lina_KE from the village. I'm in Nyabohanse village in Migori County. Oh, you are in tech. Wow. So on it is in technology. Wow. Good to know. So on it. So thank you so much for the people who are watching. If you're new there, please like the video. So our friends here have been here with me for some time now, and I really appreciate them. So imagine somebody could be somewhere doing something else, but for the fact that you take your time here to come and watch and also hear my story here, it's such a great sacrifice that you're making. And thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. So it's I don't know the time now. Let me try and check. Yeah, it's 1:21 now. So it's been good knowing each other, and yeah. So it's the video has been now 1 hour 40 minutes, and I do appreciate you all for tuning in. I do appreciate you for watching the video till now. I want to leave you. So let me read this comment before we go. So I see all the capacity in the younger generation, and you have to go through these growing pains. So without them, you can offer guidance to the generation behind you. Very well said. And then on it says again, take this time off your life with a grain of salt. Wow. Very well. So maybe before I end, let me give you, maybe you should be able to tell us even more. Okay. But today I was happy to hear that you come from, I've never known that you come from Kenya. I was so surprised. Yes. And not just Kenya, in this county that we are in. This is Migori County. Yeah. And you come from Suna East, from Junet Mohammed's constituency. That is Suna East. Yeah. So, okay. So Novelle is my good friend also. Yeah, she's a sister. She supports me, and thank you so much for her. So my good people, it's time that I should actually leave the video now. And thank you so much. Let me acknowledge all of you. When I'm in the country. Oh, so no, I haven't. So take this time off your life with a grain of salt. Of course, that is well noted. I have to pass his house every day. That is Junet Mohammed. So you normally pass his house every day. Oh, okay. He is a man of many words. If you don't know Junet Mohammed, the one we are talking about, he's a member of parliament of that constituency where on it comes from. He said it's Suna East. That is where he is from, a man of many words. We normally hear a man of few words, but for him, he's a man of so many words. So when I'm in the country, so when you're in the country, you normally pass his house. Ajun, again, Luo people with calling people adding to people's names, you'll never leave. But we call him Ajuni. Just because he's Junet, now you call him Ajuni. Even me, I'm Lin. You know how Luo people call us? Alini. And you like that behavior a lot. So on it, how do they call you here at home? I'm sure they don't call you with your stage name on it. So what's your stage name? How do they call you here at home? So Junet is called a Juni at home. I'll be calling him that way now. No, just tell us, or just the nickname. I don't want the official name. Please don't give me this nickname here on It Vision. This is for your YouTube channel. Now when you're at home, that's the name that we call you. Anonymous home. Joanjo, let me write it down. This one, you see a book here and a pen. You see this? I once worked for this company. This is Kasuku. So I have their pens here with me. So let me save your name. So that's how I'll be calling you. Joanjo. It's blocked. Ojuanjo, Ojuang. So I guess that's your name. I've saved it. Okay, so today we've talked a lot. Even if it's not that we've talked a lot, today I have learned a lot from you. So yesterday you missed a good topic actually on it. You know what we talked about yesterday? Yesterday was on a live session. Yeah, it was a 2-hour live session and a few minutes. So we were talking about marriage. Oh, so you're laughing about Ojuanjo. I know Ojuanjo. I know it's Ojuang. An official name, yes. Of course. Eh? So I knew you must be having a nickname. Now you find somebody's called Jude, but you call him a Judo. Surely. A Judo. Iwinjo. Okay. So it's the time difference, of course. Okay, so I will try and catch up. Oh, yes, thank you. Please do so. So it's the time difference. Okay. So, yeah, for sure. So I was talking about yesterday, we had a very good topic and it was about marriage. So what your views about marriage and if you like being in a marriage or That's what we are talking about. So maybe during my live session, I'll be bringing some good topics like that. But before the good topic, actually, some people are asking why I came to the village, where I was before I came here. So today I had to talk about this. At least when you watch this video, you are able to grasp some few. Yeah. So don't waste your time. It's overrated. Is it overrated really? You know, it's a sacred covenant. Not just sacred, it's ordained by God. Of course, which makes it sacred. We have to overrate it. Okay, I had some, I see my lips are starting to dry up. So maybe with that. So it's the time difference, and then don't waste your time. It's overrated. But marriage is good for some people. Don't you think so? So you have to go all the way to remind me about Joseph and Mary. Seriously. We have to go all the way to Joseph and Mary's story. The mother of Jesus. A lot happened. Seriously. But is it a holy union? Marriage is a holy union. And you can only get to it. It's not a must that you get to it. You can only get to it if you are ready, the both of you. You know, in a marriage, yeah, we said it's a legal binding. So the two people, I was told that it's not two people, the two souls, the two minds put together. So the two minds that come together have to be ready for that union. That's what I was told. So today I was just trying to brush over it. Yeah. So I think now, so on it's a holy union. Yes, of course. That's why it's overrated. Now we are in agreement. If it was the government will not be involved when you are going through. If it was, the government will not be involved when you are going through a divorce. Yeah, and also we said it's a legal, so actually it's a holy union, and then after that we will say that it's a legal binding, you see. So these people have to be legally binded. No wonder you have to sign documents. And normally the documents that you do sign there, that couples do sign there, they are not their documents. Those documents belong to the government. That's why during a divorce, it has to be involved. I think yeah, it is either one or the other. So, you know, the government comes through during divorce because the union was legally binded. That's why you go to the lawyers, to the judges. A wedding happens there. Even if it's a church wedding, it has to be signed somewhere by those ones. I think so. I've never been married, so I don't know who signs exactly if it's a church wedding. So it is either one or the other. Okay. The legal part is what muddies the water. People use the legal part to storm on the Holy Union. Oh, really? So maybe the legal, do you think, with your suggestion, do you think we should remove the legal part from marriage so that when people get married, they just go to church, they are prayed for, and there is nothing, there is no document that they saying. So, oh, wow. So, about marriage, what is the benefits of getting married? Do you see any benefits in a marriage? Yeah, but this one I support you. If you can't get along, leave one another alone. Yes, that's so true. That one I really support you. You know, you see some people, they don't get along, yet they are there staying together as couples. That is carrying a lot of trauma with you. So, without worrying about how many chicken you need to take. So, we are talking about divorce now. So, you just live without worrying about how many chicken you take with you, because you think like in that marriage you contributed to those chickens. So, when the union is over, you start worrying, how many chicken will I carry now? Since we started the project, maybe chicken project together, how many will I carry? I get you. So okay. Mm-hmm. I've kept you so much in the house, huh? Okay, on it. So I think the rest are so tired. So okay, yeah, trust me, don't rush into marriage. It has no. So there are no upsides in marriage. What about the happy couples we meet there? Personally, I'm not married. So I meet some couples, they are so happy. Life seems so good. Sometimes some don't even have enough, but they are so happy. So what about those? What will you advise me about those? Mm. And they normally pity people who are not married. Mm. Happy couples, they are putting on a show. Are you sure? Mm. And the way I admire some, you just look at them and say, marriage is a beautiful thing. So you think it's just for a show? Oh my God. So welcome to the house. If you're checking in, please like the video. Just give me 10 likes for the day. Please make sure you double tap the screen and like the video. And also say hello. You can say hello to us. Just wave a hand. We'll appreciate. Kindly give me likes. We are at 7. Kindly give me a like. At least we go 8. Hey, happy couples. They're just putting a show. And the way I admire happy couples, you know, I can even stand there with my mouth open, laughing, smiling, because I feel like this is a good thing. Oh my God. So marriage is overrated. Some people just have a high tolerance for suffering. Also, they suffer in silence. You suffer, yet you're just there. That since you are married, you just stay there. Mm. Wow. So does it mean you are not planning to marry in future? So does it mean you are not planning to be married, to marry in future?